I was walking home and then standing in the elevator of my apartment building, holding my bag in the one hand and balancing my keys in the other. And I can just tell you that I was in my mind as the numbers ticked upwards. And sharply before the doors opened to my floor, I suddenly froze because I just got a realization. Why do I always feel like I'm rushing, but going nowhere? And that question didn't come out of nowhere. It had been building for a month. So every conversation, every deadline, every to-do list had felt like a background noise to a deeper sense of restlessness. And later, when I entered my flat, I remembered something I had read a few weeks ago. And I can just tell you that in this moment, something clicked. Your frequency determines your reality. And then I paused. Was it possible that it wasn't the tasks, the people, or the circumstances that drained me, but the frequency I was carrying with me? And that day, I can just tell you, was really the beginning of a journey that I hadn't planned, but really needed. A journey into the unseen vibrations that shaped my life, my health, and even my relationships. But what actually means frequency? So frequency describes the vibration level at which energy, including thoughts, emotions, and even physical matter resonates. So every emotion, every action, and every sound has its own frequency. High frequencies, on the one hand, are often linked to positive emotions like love, joy, gratitude, and low frequencies, on the other hand, are tied to fear, anger, shame, or sadness. And here's the fascinating part. According to the law of attraction, we attract what matches our frequency. So this means that a high frequency helps us to manifest our dreams and goals more easily because we are aligned with abundance and possibilities. And high frequency also promotes happiness and inner balance. And in general, high frequencies help us reduce stress and strengthen our mental and physical health, and also create resilience. This means that when we are operating on a high frequency, energy moves freely through us, unlocking creativity, clarity, and potential. So think of emotions like rungs on a ladder. At the bottom, we have shame, guilt, and fear. In the middle, we can find courage, acceptance, and neutrality. And at the top, we encounter joy, love, and gratitude. And this is beautifully illustrated in the map of consciousness developed by Dr. David Hawkins. So on the image I've attached for you, you can beautifully see this frequency staircase laid out visually. And this map isn't just philosophical, it's based on research using muscle testing and kinesiological response to measure energy fields. But why is it so important to pay attention to your frequency? Because your frequency isn't just an abstract concept, it's the energetic foundation of your entire life. So when you live on low frequency, you're more likely to feel stuck, anxious, exhausted, and disconnected. And this not only from yourself, but also from others, and especially from your dreams. and your relationship can become tense, your body can feel heavy, and even small challenges can seem overwhelming. But when you intentionally raise your frequency, you become more resilient, joyful, and open, and you attract more meaningful relationships, feel aligned with your goals, and experience greater ease in your daily life. So frequency creates sort of a ripple effect. It shapes how you think, feel, act, and ultimately what you attract into your world. So in short, your frequency determines your reality, and by working on your vibration, you're not just improving your mood, you're transforming your life from inside out. So how can you raise your frequency? One of the easiest and most beautiful ways, in my opinion, is that you should first practice gratitude. Even a simple act like writing down 3 things that you are grateful for can help you shift your energy. And I can just tell you that since I'm doing this, my whole life changed. So number 2 is meditation. Meditation that calms the mind and raises your emotional vibration. And even research shows that meditation increases gamma brain waves, which are associated with compassion and happiness. Number 3 is nourish your body with fresh, wholesome food, because healthy foods carries higher frequencies than processed foods. Number 4 is move your body. So by dancing, yoga, or walking in the nature, this can help you release stagnant energy. And number 5, and the last point, is pay attention to your thoughts, because by consciously focusing on uplifting thoughts, you naturally elevate your state. And I can just tell you that the risk of low frequency is real, because they create emotional and energetic blockages, holding us back from living our potential, and the long-term negative states like fear or anger can even weaken the immune system and increase disease risk. So this is why by addressing these patterns, we don't just feel better, we thrive. In relationships, people on similar frequencies, for example, often feel drawn to each other. And that's why some connections flow effortlessly, while others feel like constant resistance. And setting boundaries is really crucial at this point, because when we are surrounded by low energy, we must consciously protect our own vibration, whether through space, communication, or mindful detachment. Even music affects us, and certain tones are considered as harmonizing and healing. For example, the earth itself vibrates at approximately 7.83 Hz, known as the Schumann resonance, which has a calming effect on us humans. And frequencies are even used in sound therapy to break emotional blockages and promote well-being. So once you become aware of what lifts you up and what lowers your frequency, you can actively shape your experience. From the people you surround yourself with, to the food you eat, to the thoughts you feed yourself, really everything matters. And by raising your vibration, you unlock a life of greater health, joy, connection, and purpose. So at the moment, tonight, or whenever you have the time, or as you stand in front of the mirror, ask yourself, what can I do to raise my frequency? Maybe it's a moment of stillness, a walk in nature, or a simple thank you whispered into the air. Because here's the beautiful truth. You already have everything inside you to rise. You don't need anyone or anything else. It's all inside you. And never forget, you are remarkable. So let's grow together. Remarkabilize us and hit the subscribe button so you will never miss another episode about mental transformation and life's remarkable opportunities. All the best, your Alex.